No, success is exactly what we're doing right now. Talking about things, that we're helping somebody else out. Like, the way I found it is just staying where I'm just calm all the time. And then whatever happens, if something makes me feel anxious, okay, what was that?
Well, and the waves aren't as big. If you focus on
they can be bigger though, but it's just trying to keep yourself where you're not like, I'm happy all the time. You get that toxic happiness.
Yeah,
I'm never
just like,
I don't ever have that problem.
Yeah. You're never happy.
That's true.
But just to stay in that point where you're neutral, you're in the moment, because that's a problem too. Like, depression is the past, anxiety is the future. The past and the future really don't exist. Only thing that exists is right now. And that's a problem too with a lot of people with anxiety, is they're like, oh my God, like, I'm gonna go hang out with this person, I gotta talk about this.
Yeah.
Or it's just like, they're like, how do you talk to people normally? Well, if you can't think of something to say, just, how are you doing?
Yeah.
Talk about something.
Ask questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck the snow today.
Yeah, exactly. Well, welcome back, everybody, to the Quiet Riot Show. I'm excited to be here. We're pre-recording this because you are traveling, and our mustaches are not coming in as hard as when this is going to be aired.
Not even close.
No, yeah, you didn't even clean up for today. I was hoping that you're going to have like somewhat of a dumb face, but you're just regular Tim.
I'll do it.
I represent both of us today.
Yeah, perfect. That's great. I'm on the road again.
Yeah. But I'm going to introduce our guest, Trav Anema. Panama. Welcome to the show. We've known each other for a few years now, and I know you've been big part of this show, even though you don't realize it, but you've helped me so much with like the camera when I was purchasing the cameras and everything, and so I really appreciate all your help and all your input.
You do all the great free consulting on
free
this?
Consulting, yeah, exactly. So now he's gonna hopefully.
If you're good at something, don't do it for free.
Yeah, well, there is that.
But thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, once we start making millions and millions of dollars from the show, then I'll share the wealth for sure.
I have a huge part of the production of this show. I'm actually.
Oh, fuck off.
I do most of the work on the back end.
There you go.
Show.
Yeah, like back end where? Like outside the city? And
I don't do anything.
Shoveling the shit?
I show up. That's all I do.
Welcome to the show, man.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate being here.
And I know you've been very supportive of our show, too. You've always given me great feedback and kind words, so I appreciate that. And we've been trying to get you on the show for quite a while now, but scheduling is crazy, and like we know that too. So I'm happy that we were able to make that work today.
It's great to be here. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks, man. We appreciate it.
Why don't we jump right into the check-in?
Me first?
Yeah, let's do you first. Yeah, since you're leaving me here with all the extra work and everything, might as well do something.
I'm going away for 5 days.
That's a long time.
It is a long time.
And then a few days after that, and then some more after that.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I'm like a 6.5.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a pretty good weekend.
Yeah. It's been a good weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You came over.
Yeah, that's why
we got pretty drunk on Friday.
We sure did.
Yeah. We got really drunk and watched Borat.
Very nice.
Yeah. So I came home. I ended up crashing at his place, and I came home in the morning, and my wife's like, "How you doing?" I was like, "Actually, really good. Like, I slept great." And except when your cat freaked the shit out of me. Like, that was so funny. I woke up in the middle of the night, I just see this shadow on the ground beside me.
And that always happens if there's ever a cat in someone's place.
Well, she's black.
Yeah.
Like, she has one little white patch on her chest, but
and then she had like a toy or something.
She had something in her mouth.
Yeah,
she never has anything in her mouth.
She was just sitting there and like...
I've never seen her play with a toy.
It was like
ever.
that little orange or yellow...
You sure it wasn't Loki?
No, that wasn't Loki. Loki would have freaked out and started barking at me.
Yeah, maybe.
Just coming to give you a gift.
Yeah, maybe. But anyway, so I came home and I'm like, wow, so what did you guys do? I was like, really nothing. We just sat in the kitchen, watched Borat, and ate McDonald's.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
All right. Like, kind of gave me this weird look, but...
I had a long booze haul on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those. I went to 5 different locations and drank lots at all 5, and then I finished at my house with him, and so.
Oh, it's awesome. Where'd you guys all go?
What did I do? I went to the King's Head around lunch.
Yeah.
Then I had an appointment in the afternoon that I didn't feel like being sober for.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So I went to that appointment. I won't say what it was, but went to that appointment. Then after that, went to Leo's.
Yeah.
Then I went to my buddy Derek's place.
That's quite the Friday.
And then you picked me up at Derek's.
Yeah. We met up at Leo's earlier.
Yeah, we met
I
at
had
Leo's,
a meeting
and then
there.
you picked me up at Derek's later, and then we went back to my house. It was a solid day.
Yeah,
I had a
it was
good
fun.
day.
Nice.
I've had a good weekend. Yeah.
And then tournaments or anything. So
No volleyball, nothing
Yeah.
this weekend. It was, whew.
It's a win-win.
Yeah, I'm going to take it when I can get it.
Yeah, for sure.
And then next week I'm gone all week, and now I just found out my flight got all screwed up. I'm pretty pissed about that, but
Oh well.
That's what they do.
well, the government shutdown in the U.S.
Oh, yeah.
because I'm traveling to the U.S.
Yeah.
is causing, because I guess like a lot of airport people are government employees, and so
and they're not getting paid right
they're
now.
not getting paid, so maybe they're not going to work, like the air traffic controllers, shit like that. So I was, up until today, I was kind of like, okay, I haven't gotten any emails yet, like my flights are just going to happen. And then today I get one while we're sitting here, and I'm like, fuck.
There he
And
goes,
I'm expecting I'll probably get, honestly, one more or two more before I
yeah.
actually leave, if I actually leave tomorrow, but we'll find out.
Yeah.
I get stuck in Minneapolis.
But you can't control that. So
it is what it is.
we
Like,
talked about these things, like, things happen in our lives that we can't really control, and it's like,
what are you gonna do?
you're gonna be upset about it. Is it gonna help you? No. So
I think that's actually one of the things that once you get past needing to hold on to things like that, and you just it makes everything so much easier and just better for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a couple of minutes of frustration, and then it's like, all right, well, it's just going to be what it is.
Yeah.
What can I do with that time? Okay, well, my time's going to be different than I thought it was, but also whatever. Like, it's fine.
It could be keeping you from something bad happening too.
Well, you never know, right? Yeah.
Shit happens for a reason. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
for
true.
sure.
Yeah.
No, it's funny. Like when I don't know if I told you this, but like before my parents came here, literally a day before their flight, I call my mom calls me, and then she's like crying. She's like, "This is a tragedy." I'm like, "Shit, what happened?"
Jesus, that's a strong
We can't
word.
find our passports. I'm like, oh, fuck, Mom. Like, Jesus, they gave me a heart attack. Like, yeah, but we can't get a passport now until, like, late afternoon tomorrow, and our flight's in the morning. I'm like, so then you'll fly a day later. Who gives a shit? Yeah, it's going to cost you more, but, like, yeah, well,
How do you not find your passport?
That's another story. I need 3 more episodes about
It's
my
a little
mom.
self-inflicted there, yeah.
My mom always know where my passport is.
So does my mom. But then when she cleans and puts shit away, she put it somewhere that, like, she put it between, like, a stack of, like, clothes, and she took the whole stack.
Everyone wants to hide their passports. Like, if someone breaks into your house, that's what they're looking for.
I know, exactly.
Like,
so
you don't have to I carry mine around with me. Like, it's in my bag half the time. I left it in Toronto that one time. Like, it was there for, like, it was in Toronto for, like, a month one time, and, like, whatever.
Yeah, it's just a passport.
If you fuck them up a couple of times and lose them, then they get pretty tough with you.
Yeah.
But I've never actually lost one.
No.
Yeah.
Like, I've been far away from it, but I knew where it was.
Yeah.
Well, at least you're in the same country.
Yeah, it's never been in a different country than I have.
Yeah.
So, like, that's
There
pretty
you go.
good. Plus, we have consulates. They'll get you another one. Like, it's fine.
Exactly. It's
Yeah,
It
whatever.
costs money and a little frustration.
Yeah,
but
what
at
are
the
you
end of the
stressing
day,
about?
No big deal, right?
The key. Oh, I'll give people a heads up on this. Your passport. They always say, like, months in advance you need to renew it. Blah blah blah. Don't bother. Just go the day before your flight. Tell them you have a flight booked.
Yeah.
And you can get it the same day. You pay like
Really?
$80 and you can get it the same day.
Done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't fuck.
Well, it's all machines doing it.
I'm
You
not
just have to
fucking around
submit the
with-
information, and
You can literally get it the same day.
yeah.
That's good to know.
Why the hell would I fuck around with? I'm not going to do that. I'll pay the $80. Get it the same day.
That's right.
Well, I know even for me with my day jobs, Canada Post, I'm a mailman by day, and yeah, the amount of people, especially around the strikes, they're freaking out. And it's like, why'd you leave it for so long? And sorry, but
Yeah. Also, just go to the office and pay the $80.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
go
if
back
need it.
later that day and they have one for you.
Absolutely.
it's perfect.
Yeah. That's my tip of the day. My
Nice.
hot tip.
Hot tip, yeah.
What are you? What's going on?
I had a very busy week, but compared to last week when we recorded,
Yeah.
I'm a 7.
Nice.
I'm back to a 7.
That's good.
Back up. So I've been every week or every day last week. I woke up in the morning, and I'm the shower in the evening guy.
Okay.
And so things were not working out. So Tim suggested, hey, try get up in the morning, make your bed, and shower.
Change your routine.
Yeah,
change it a
100%.
little bit, right?
Yep.
And so, yeah, I got up 15 minutes earlier, made sure I made my bed, I had a shower, and then I'm like, holy shit, okay, I have 10 more minutes. So I make myself a coffee. And
how'd it feel? Like you hated the first couple of days, but you did a week now.
I didn't even hate the first couple of weeks. First couple of days. It was actually pretty okay. And I was surprisingly like, oh yeah, this is like my drive wasn't like still waking up. So that was really nice.
Wow. Telling you.
What threw me off though, that I got really tired earlier. And I don't know if it was because
it's just a shift in routine.
It is, yeah. So I've been really exhausted, like starting like 5-6 p.m. I'm like, I just want to go to bed. And
this time change has been crazy though, too.
Then
that's true. We did it at the same time.
Yeah, it's the time change too. So like it's the combination. So we'll see how it goes. But overall, I just felt more productive this week. I've got a bunch of things checked off my list too. So that's been nice.
See?
So
just change your routine.
A good weekend. Like so Friday night, we had some drinks. Then
one
Saturday,
or two.
Yeah, just a couple.
Sure, some's a loose
couple
term.
bottles. But it was I was not exhausted. Like we didn't go to bed at like 4 a.m.
No.
And then so I woke up and like my wife had a tough week. She's been kind of exhausted. So I came home on Saturday morning and I'm like, well, why don't you stay home? I'll take my son to the tournament. And then I was super busy, but it was really nice. I got to do some editing for the podcast and I got to
which I usually do.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to pick up my part of the slack.
Yeah.
No, it's nice you guys have two people that can do your editing.
It's wonderful. Yeah, like just when I need a break, he steps up every time.
I really need to work on that then.
And just overall, like a good weekend too. Like very productive and just eating lots of junk food. That's for sure this weekend. Holy crap!
Yeah, you took advantage of the cheat weekend this weekend.
I took it to the next level.
Today you're getting your shit together though.
I mean, I already had
starting after you ate crepes this morning.
I had crepes in the morning, but like that's it now.
I don't know if you've been listening. Do you listen to the show off and on?
Yeah, off and on.
So we did a big metabolic reset diet in all of October.
Okay.
And now the mission is to keep it's keto essentially. It's a super strict version.
That's right, I heard
about
that.
But now we're doing like Sunday to Thursday being like fairly strict, and then on weekends just whatever you want. Opportunistic.
Yeah.
And so he definitely took opportunity.
Friday night ordered like $60 worth of McDonald's.
Yeah, we were pretty drunk watching Borat shoveling McDonald's into our faces. Yeah. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
But why not though? Like I feel like people go too far with things and then they end up making it worse because they're holding themselves back so much.
Well, it's balance. It's all about
exactly.
balance.
Yeah, and on Saturday, I didn't need to eat all the candy and chocolates after, but but for dinner I had like ribs and I put actual barbecue sauce on there. Instead of like sugar free,
Ugh.
And yeah, exactly. Like
you get used to them, but
you do.
Then you have the real one, and it's
like with ribs, like the sugar, it doesn't caramelize. It doesn't get sticky as much. It's still saucy, but not sticky, right? Yeah. So I made like they were like ribs, but they were cut into like strips like that. So I made
it was like spare ribs or whatever.
Yeah.
Almost.
So I made 4 with regular barbecue sauce, and then the other 3 I left like, okay, that's gonna be for during the week to eat clean, right? But I had potato wedges with it. I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing. I was so happy.
But the nice thing is like those moments, those breaks, those treats, they feel so much better. Like you don't feel guilt about it because you're doing the good thing with all the other days. So like it's not a guilty thing. Like
and like during the
I remember when I've been doing keto off and on for years, but like when I would do too many stretches or long enough stretches of like just not eating healthy and just eating shit. I'm stressed out. I'm making bad decisions, whatever.
Yeah.
Like all those things that you eat that you think like, oh, this is going to be so good. Then you eat it and you just feel like shit.
Yeah.
Like your mind, because you're just like, I didn't earn this. I didn't do anything to deserve to eat this. I'm just being a piece of shit.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. And it's just like, well, then it's just like guilt and shame, which I think guilt and shame are two great things if you can keep them under control. I think they're motivators, but also sometimes it just crushes you and it's just like, fuck, why did I do that?
Right.
This, at least this pattern we're trying to hold is like, yeah, I don't care.
Yeah. No, it's
fun.
Yeah.
I ate a bunch of pork belly right before you picked me up. Like,
you told me about
my
it.
buddy
many
smoked
times.
up pork belly all day. It was unreal.
I'd say you guys are doing it right in that aspect of things, because like for me, with how active I am with my job, I really got to work on what I'm eating that's going to give me energy throughout the day. Like the other week I screwed up. I had a video shoot in Niverville at like 9:30 in the morning with a school choir, and I was like, oh, I'm going to treat myself. Oh, McDonald's. Done for the rest of the day. It was just like
slugging through.
Yeah, I just couldn't get back to my productivity and whatnot. And it's like, I screwed up on that. I should have gone for the pita pit or the Subway maybe. But
yeah, exactly. Have a little bit of greens in there and just grease.
Yeah, well.
But it was a treat.
Yeah,
there
exactly.
you go.
What number are you?
I would say right now I'm kind of between that. We can go between 6, 8. There's been some 9s in the last week.
Yep.
Nice.
But it's very up and down. Well, you know how it is.
Yep.
You got your wins and your downfalls.
Yep.
It's the same thing putting together a video. When you first start doing it, it's amazing. By the time you're done it, you're just like, I hate this.
Yeah.
Saying to the client, I'm like, I can't wait for 3 months from now when I look at this and go, wow, that's actually really good.
Yeah, exactly.
Every album I ever made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet that too. Like anything with the creative.
The first week is so exciting.
Yeah.
And then the end is
you're hearing or seeing the same thing over and over.
It's
and
that last 10%.
Little corrections. Yeah.
Yeah. Where you're just sick and tired of listening to it or hearing it.
Yeah.
And
well, you've had so much time to overanalyze everything. So like by the time you get to week 3, everything you did week 1 looks like shit.
Yeah.
Sounds like shit. You're like, fuck, I should have done this. I should have done that.
When you've watched it or listened to it so many times, that
Hundreds
your brain,
of times,
like, I always tell clients, like, hey, it's going to be about 48 hours before I do before I look at this again, because I need to
detach.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what do you do when you're feeling like those lower numbers? Do you actually, when you take that break, do you do anything to make sure that you climb up, or just literally just
I think normally I just pump the brakes. It'll be kind of get out again, change my routine a bit. It'll be, I won't be sitting at the computer editing. I won't go grab a camera, because a lot of times people are like, well, just do your passion. The problem with turning your passion into what you do you kind of lose that becomes a lot of stress on that aspect of it.
Yeah.
The problem is every time you grab a camera, you got more to do afterwards.
That's right.
So for me, it's just kind of just relax and start focusing on what I'm grateful for, what went well in my day, what went well in my week. And like that's been a total game changer for me, just the gratitude mindset of things. Like,
And do you just do that kind of, like, do you take deliberate intentional time to do that, or do you just keep that in your head kind of
when I get to the
and
point that I feel the frustration, I will take a step back, and it'll just be maybe a day of just YouTube and just
take
watching
a pause,
just if I'm feeling like I'm not making the progress that I should be, put on something, a podcast by somebody who's had the struggle but they've actually made it. Just because I think the biggest problem is we all get in our heads that nobody else has the problems that we have, and that we're unique in some fucked up way.
That's such a driver for this show. Like one thing, it's a constant reminder of like, oh, everybody has struggles and they're all not that different. Like the details maybe. Yeah. But like the actual thing, it's not that different.
No.
It's actually comforting. Like,
so many people don't realize that it's just like, wow, like, this person, like, I remember, like, I'll explain a little later, but like with anxiety, I always tell people, it's like, there's a good chance that all these people in this place that you're going to feel exactly the same way that you feel.
Yeah.
And just remember that.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Just take comfort in that, because
you're not the only one.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's a big one, yeah.
It's just part of the experience.
What are we talking about?
Well, we're going to pick this guy apart.
All right, let's go.
Jesus. Is that what we're doing now?
Yeah.
Just berating
it's a new
people.
show. Yeah, it's a new show. Yeah.
Season 3, we're assholes to the guests.
Yeah. So
bring it on.
Trav, I met you first time through the Manitoba Loud Music Awards. You were nominated for photographer and videographer. And I guess prior to that, I didn't hear about you or anything, but you've been involved with the music scene in Winnipeg for quite a while, sometime right now.
Well, actually, not at that point, really.
Okay.
Yeah, before I moved back, when I moved back from Vancouver, I actually wasn't really involved in it at all. With that year that I broke out, I just got back into it. So it was just kind of like, boom, everybody's like, where the hell did you come from? It's like...
Yeah. But were you doing that? So were you doing that in Vancouver or?
I was. Yeah.
So you already had some name for yourself, but not necessarily in Winnipeg.
Not in Winnipeg. Yeah. Yeah. I guess when I moved back, I kind of just retired from it for the time being. I was just tired of it. It wasn't.
Just needed a change.
Yeah. It was just something I felt like I'd beat that level, and it was like, all right, on to the next thing. Let's try something else. I was kind of sick and tired of it. But then as time went on, and then, once my mom got sick and whatnot, it was kind of that I needed something else. And I kept looking for what course can I take? What path can I take? Mm-hmm. And then it just kept coming back to, you got to be creative. You need a camera in your hand.
Mm. Yeah. So is this like, this has been a thing for you for a long time? Is this kind of like you said, you have a full-time job.
Yeah.
Like you have a day job.
I've been with Canada Post for 20 years.
Yeah.
So that's...
is this kind of what you're hoping? Do you have hopes of making this your everyday all the time, or?
I think it's starting to look that way.
Okay, good.
It's not something that I'm just like, this needs to happen.
Yeah,
but it's organically. It's definitely happening. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. That's exciting.
Yeah,
because that's not like you said earlier, like taking your passion and turning it into your everything is like. It's a bit of a weird position.
It's not the greatest idea sometimes.
Not everyone wants to make that jump. Like,
yeah.
Sometimes people want to keep it that way, and like, I'll do a music video or whatever here and there, but like, that's good. It satisfies my desire to do this thing, but
if you want to do it like this is your bread and butter, that's the biggest thing. The problem with being creative is there's just so much more, and when you're tired, it's hard to be creative. Like when you're just completely out of gas.
Yeah, for sure. Like
I have some friends who've made that transition into like filming and video and audio, and like that transition period before they took the jump. And it's always a jump. Like you got to just, okay, I'm busy enough now. If I didn't have this job, could I just actually book a little bit more work and then afford life? Like, it's always this weird thing where you have to take you
make that change from hobby.
Both. Like,
you make the jump from hobby to
semi.
Yeah.
I'm doing too much of this, and now I'm tired at my other job, and now I'm just always tired.
Well, yeah, no, in the last month I've been joking around. Like even my customers there have been like, I guess this is your side hustle now is Canada Post. Yeah. And like even when we went on strike there a couple of weeks ago, it was funny. The day before that, I was actually visualizing in my head quitting because I had too much stuff lined up. And of course, the next day, we're on strike nationwide, and I was like, yes,
perfect,
thank you.
Yeah,
it's kind of a soft quitting,
yeah, for sure. So you mentioned, your mom getting sick, and we had a little conversation over a few drinks, and I know that was a really tough.
It's hard for anybody. Really, it's one of the pillars in your life gone, but
and what did those days look like for you?
Well, I think the biggest thing too is there's one or two ways you can go with things. You can just numb yourself and you can fall off kind of just right into the ground. Or you can turn the pain into production and push through. I looked at it as I wanted to make my mom proud. Like I remember there was one point that I was like, you know what? I want to buy this camera. It's going to be like $5,800 just for the body. I spend over $1,000 for this memory card. She's like, do it. And I think the biggest thing that it taught me was we're all going to die.
Yep.
So get to it, because like my mom had all this. She was 61 when she passed.
That's still young.
Which is young.
Very young.
And it was just kind of like, all right, well, let's get our shit in the gear but like I remember last month when I first bought that camera, and she was just holding it in her hand in the hospital bed, and she started tearing up going, I really wish I could see what you're going to do with this. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, by the time she passed, I was only on, because that's the thing too, with creative, you have this thing now that you want to go work with people, but it takes so long to actually start working with people.
Yeah.
So
it doesn't just happen. It's not like, hey, I bought the thing, now I get to do all the things.
Yeah,
it doesn't work that way.
Like in her last week before she passed, like the day before she was losing her vision, I was working with this fitness model, and here I'm showing her this nice 4K video of this chick's ass bouncing up and down while she's doing squats, and I'm like, here you go, Mom, this is my future. But it's one of those things where it's like I know it's been really hard on my dad, just for like, I don't understand too. It's 40 years of your life. It's your partner and whatnot. And like I'd get messages from people saying like, as if like your mom just passed and but you're killing it, you're winning awards. It's like, well, what else am I gonna do? You can either let it break you or you can let it make you. Yeah, but
it's a choice, and
for sure,
the one that it sounds like you made is the harder choice. Yeah, like by a mile, it's the harder
it's so
choice.
Easy to just not give a shit.
Well, it's easy to give up.
Yeah,
that's 100%. The thing too, is you don't want to get into that, because just before that, like me and my wife had split. We just sold the house. We had our house on the water, nice big huge deck, hot tub, and like I remember I got to the point with that I'd drink like 4 IPA tall cans in like 45 minutes and just be sitting there. And like one night I actually almost drowned. I remember actually having a dream about it, and then it was woke up, it was like, whoo. And it was one of those things where it made me realize that you can have everything that society tells you that you should have. Yeah. You got the house, the wife, the car you want, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Life's great. And I'm just sitting there miserable as fuck. Yeah. And I was like, there's got to be more to life than this. And I think that's kind of where everything came to where we are now.
I was having a conversation with my daughter and my wife the other day. And like, kids now are unfortunately on social media, and like that's just a highlight reel of a different, not a reality.
100%.
Like it's not, and like she made a couple comments about like, wow, I just want to be super rich and this and that. I'm like, for what? Yeah. Well, then I can have this, and then what? Like, what does that do for you? Well, I could buy. You can. She made a comment, and she was essentially, and maybe it was tongue in cheek, maybe it wasn't. It was a bit of both, probably. But she's just like, well, if you're rich enough, you can just buy happiness. And she's my daughter. You don't know my daughter, so she's smart.
But I understand.
She's smart. She's a bit sassy, but like, there's also some truth behind that, or some. She would feel like that's actually true, because what are you seeing every day? Yeah, you're seeing a highlight reel of the 0.00001% of people showing you less than that. Yeah, just for the sake of monetizing or getting views or feeling important when they're not. Like, and we ended up in this whole conversation about like, is that actually what's important here? Like, do you actually care about that? I think if you do, we should talk about that, because like real life is different.
Very different.
Real life is more nuanced, and it's much more important than I have a huge house with 6 rooms I don't go in. Like, what the fuck's the point of that?
There's nothing good to having a bigger house than what you need. I can say that wholeheartily.
Yeah. I had one and I sold it.
Yeah, it's too much, and it empties you spiritually. It's just it just breaks you. I really feel really bad for the kids nowadays, because like when we were growing up as like firefighter, doctor, lawyer, blah blah blah. Now they're like, I want to be an influencer.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
Well, no, but that's a huge problem. Like, that's a problem, because like, well, I want to be in AI, or I want to be an influencer. It's like,
you and 20 million
everybody else.
People,
and everybody thinks it's so easy.
Like, be a fucking electrician. Like, you'll be rich.
Or a plumber. Like, be a plumber. You make more than a dentist in less time and not have all the debt.
Like, I mean, I don't want my daughter to be a plumber, but like, I also don't want her to be an influencer.
But that's just it. Like, you know, I told my son too, because he said the same thing. Like, I want to.
Well, it's glamorized.
I want to be an influencer or YouTuber. He says. I said, okay, well, how about prove me that you can do it? Make this show viral. You know? Like,
well, it's the new version of like when I don't know how old you are, but like when we were growing up, and it was like, I want to be a rock star or a movie star. Yeah. Kids don't even want to be those things anymore.
No.
Well, they can do more. They're Mr. Beast.
That's so much work. Oh my God, that's a lot of work.
People telling me where to be, what to do. Yeah, like, no.
So now it's just like, I want to be an influencer. Like, what is that?
And most people don't actually understand too that most of those people are drowning in debt. Because they've had to do so much. Yeah, of course. Like, honestly,
and then if you're female, you end up doing OnlyFans, and then if you're male, you end up doing, I don't know what.
Like if you're
becoming a plumber,
if you're smart and you want to get into it, what you got to do is get like four people together, 4 of your friends, and then start going 4 or 5 ways on luxury rentals and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then keeping yourself separate, and then you can become an influencer looking like you're wealthy and everything like that.
It's such a
but
bullshit existence.
It's just a bullshit life,
just,
though. You're being so fake to yourself, which I think in the end is why they crash out so hard. You hear about how so-and-so's passed away.
Yeah.
No, I think you
Sorry,
and
I kind of derailed our conversation.
No, that's all good.
No,
No, it's true, though.
I think you and I had this conversation about our kids because, like, I keep telling my daughter, like, you don't have to go. She wants to go to university and maybe become a teacher or something with psychology or possibly a physiotherapist. I'm like, those are all great jobs. But I was like, if you're unsure, you don't have to jump into university right away. You know, focus on maybe getting a job, buy yourself a house if you can afford it, and then get your friends to move in with you. That will pay your rent. Now you're building equity.
Exactly.
So now we have something to hold on to. And then, hey, next, maybe you'll get into real estate.
Well, it's not about
start owning buildings.
And the thing we try and teach our daughters, like, it's not about money. It's about security and freedom.
Yeah.
So, like, yes, money is part of that. For sure it is. But, like, wouldn't you rather have freedom than a fancy car that you're not in a fucking G-Wagon?
You're gonna be sick and tired of in like 90 days. Yeah,
like in 2 weeks you're over it.
Yeah,
and then what? You're just chasing the next thing.
Now you're just crying in that vehicle.
They got this huge payment, and it's costing you $900 to get the oil changed.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah.
No, but it's this idea of materialism, and like that's more prevalent now than it's ever been.
Yeah, and then I think the other issues too that right away these kids think like, well, yeah, I'm becoming an influencer, I'm going to start my own business, and then I'm going to have a $2 million company.
Doing what?
It's like, just because your company is evaluated at $2 million, that doesn't mean that you have now $2 million to spend and do whatever the fuck you want, like.
Yeah,
there's
I feel bad for them. I think I echo your sentiment of just like they're under really tough conditions that we never had to face.
Mm-hmm. No, well, we had the Sears catalog, and it was looking through. It's like, oh, I want this TV, or I want this like little shit guitar,
exactly. And like those are actually attainable things.
I just need $160.
Where you saved for it, and like you did some work, and you saved for it, and like then you got to buy the thing, and then also like. I had the first stereo I bought when I was like a teenager. I saved for it. I worked at my dad's shop.
Yep.
I did work. He paid me, whatever, and I saved and I bought it, and I felt so good about it, and I used it, and I had that thing for like fucking 10 years, at least more than 10 years.
You appreciated it. You took care of it.
I still liked it after 10 or 15 years.
Yeah,
because you put. I cleaned it. I kept it clean. I cleaned the laser on the CD player. Like, And it was, but that just doesn't, everything's disposable now. Like, it just doesn't exist. Like, okay, I got this new thing. Well, now what?
Yeah.
Well, that's the biggest problem, is it's always on to the next. What can I get next? What can I get next?
Okay, I have AirPods,
chasing the next
but now I want the new AirPods.
Yeah.
They do this instead of this.
It still works, yeah.
But that's the thing. You got to check out from that. Like, that's also, too, why I always say, if you're going to buy something, go for the thing that you want, because if you cheap out, then you're always going to be, but it could have.
So your camera. Like
100%.
Let's circle it back.
Yeah, 100%.
That's an investment.
Yeah,
like you made an investment in that camera.
Yeah, I could have paid $4,000 for the R6, or I paid $5,800 for the R5.
Yeah.
Well, it turns out both of them had overheating issues. The R5 they eventually fixed after they came out with the R5C, which is a cinema version with the fan built into it.
Okay.
Of course, the Canon cripple hammer, they always do it.
Yeah.
But the R6 they never fixed. So not only did I get more shooting modes and whatnot, but I actually got a camera that still to this day is way more than I need, versus that camera, well, the third one's coming out 3 years later. Yeah. So you just wasted money trying to save a little bit versus getting the actual flagship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so when did you start this? When did you? I'm just you know better than I do, but for me and the listeners, like, when did this journey start for you?
Well, I guess. Like, my uncles and my mom had a Absolute Video. It was a wedding video business back in the 90s. So they had like the SVHS over-the-shoulder cams and whatnot. And like, he had the editing rig and was like watching them like with the jog dial, get all the tapes right. And then they'd go and switch back while the tapes are playing. And it looked like a nightmare. So I remember like having like the 2-liter milk jugs or cartons. And like, I'd take a paper towel tube roll, put a medicine cup in it, put the little coffee tin, like have it as like a camera in my eye, and then have like all. So I was always into it. I always had an interest, and I guess they got me an SVHS tape, and it was TKA Productions. So I was able to use one of the cameras and go shoot some stuff and whatnot. So that was fun. Kind of got my feet wet there. And then that dropped off. I like taking pictures of my cars and whatnot, progress that I was doing, ripping them apart and whatnot. And I think it wasn't until about 2009 I went to the air show just in Portage with my parents.
Yeah.
And at this point, like, I was pretty heavily into drugs at that point. Like, my life was kind of starting to fall apart. I like to go snowboarding with my nose.
Yep, gotcha.
And my mom had one of those little shitty Canon gray point and shoot cameras that really they weren't that great. But I got one picture of the snowbirds, and it looks like a plane's like skipping across the pond. And I guess that's kind of when it was like, oh hey, this is pretty cool. So the following Christmas, my parents bought me just a better point and shoot camera with a zoom on it, and so I pushed that camera to its limits, kind of started to learn how to use manual, nothing video at that point.
Yeah.
But, so then that's kind of what got me off of going out partying all the time. It was more, let's go out, take pictures. Wasn't quite there yet. It wasn't until 2011 Christmas, my dad had bought me a camera backpack for a DSLR. I was like, well, thanks, Dad, but
I don't have anything.
I don't have anything to put in there yet.
Put my little point and shoot in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Snacks.
Yeah, there's
Snacks,
totally.
yeah,
You need
bags of chips.
Need a few bags of chips to keep it protected in there.
Yeah.
So what happened is Boxing Day, we went to Best Buy, and like I went to go try to finance a DSLR, and I wasn't in a good spot. So he ended up putting the financing on his card and whatnot. So I got my little Canon 60D DSLR.
Yeah, nice.
I still have it. I still use it for video, for not main cameras, but for any kind of live stuff.
Yeah.
But then that's where it was really, everything changed at that point, where it was, okay, I got to stop doing this stupid shit. I'm going to take my weekends, go out, wake up early. So it was like you were saying before with making your bed and everything before.
Yeah.
It was just that mind switch.
Changing that routine.
Yeah.
Changing your habits.
Yeah, exactly. So I started working with that, and then ended up again with Canada Post strikes in 2011. The girl that I was dating, which I'd eventually marry, she had family out in BC, and I was like, well, let's go during the strike, whatever. That didn't work out, but because we both had holidays during the strike at that point, both of our holidays got canceled. We didn't even realize that we booked the same week. So when we found out, it was like, okay, well, hey. She's like, what do you want to do? I'm like, let's go to BC and let's go see your step family. So we went out there, and our stepbrother's like, hey, I need a roommate, like you touched on earlier. He's like, what would you guys think about moving out here? And me and her both work for Canada Post, so it was literally just, you sign a piece of paper saying, hey, I want to go here.
Transfer.
And like 3 weeks.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You could do that.
The 3 weeks later, I get a phone call from her at like 4 o'clock in the morning. She was working at the plant, and literally on her shoot, both of our transfer documents, like the Express Post envelopes, came and dropped right in front of her.
Nice.
And that's where, like,
that's a bit of a sign.
Everything has been a sign just for how it's worked out. And it's been, so we went out there. I had a bunch of pics. I wanted to go out and take pictures. There's only so much you can do in Manitoba. You got your winterscapes and your flatland, but it was just, okay, well, let's do this. My family was not happy about it, which understandably, but at the same time too, you need to get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much the part of my story. So we've been out there for about a year at that point, and I had pictures that I'd taken up on my desk at work, and I had one photographer, he does like the high-end Punjabi and the Sikh weddings and whatnot out there. So he took interest in that and kind of took me under his wing. And
they don't fuck around with those things.
No, they're crazy.
Yeah.
I remember the first one. They're like, what do you think? I'm like, us Caucasians got it all wrong, man. This is amazing. I love the food. Yeah, like he taught me about how to get really, like how to use lighting and whatnot, and just kind of really brought me up in that aspect.
Well, knowing and understanding, and I've taken very little photography, but just even learning a little bit about how to work with lighting, it can change your picture completely.
Oh, it's amazing what you can do.
I'm just getting a refill. You guys keep going.
Okay, sounds good.
I can hear you talk.
But I guess the biggest thing was another one of the coworkers, he was just starting up a band. And it was Daz and the Free Radicals.
Okay.
Or Howling Daz and the Free Radicals. So they invited me out to, in Vancouver on Granville Street, was Joe's apartment. And that was the first time I was getting into the music industry there. Just show up, take some pictures, whatever. And at that point, my anxiety was so bad. Like, just the idea of going out in, like, scary Vancouver and just... It was pretty hard. Started taking pictures, started working with them, and then that started to cascade. And at this point, I was living in Abbotsford, so going to Vancouver was a 45-minute drive.
Yeah, it wasn't just like, hey, I'm going to go for just,
Yeah, it wasn't easy. But my biggest thing was I was always worried about having a backpack full of camera gear that I had to get past the bouncers with.
Oh, yeah.
So here I'd be 45 minutes, just pit sweating, hand sweating, just, oh my God, like, okay, we just got to get there and hopefully they let me in.
Yep.
Get past the bouncers, no problem. And then just boom. Holy shit. Now I'm into the part where I actually got to go talk to people and introduce myself and just...
Yeah. Get your feet
it's like,
wet.
I don't know anybody here.
So what was that anxiety from? Just from like being in a new place and not necessarily knowing 100% what you're doing?
I had it before too. I think it was just self-doubt and whatnot. I wasn't really being true to myself with things. I wasn't keeping promises to myself, and I think that's kind of where it stemmed. This is the same thing I saw with like smoking cigarettes. It was I really addicted to the nicotine, or was it to have a nice easy escape route, just be like, all right, I'm not feeling this right now.
Yep.
I'm gonna go outside for a smoke, guys. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
So started shooting more shows and whatnot. That ended up getting better, and then it's amazing how well life rewards you when you actually start doing things that you should do, and how much you push against what your inner is saying. No, don't do this. Like, you're gonna fail, you're gonna lose, everybody's gonna laugh at you.
Fear and
but it's amazing when you push through that, how much that compounds. Like, everybody talks about compound interest, but pushing through for your dreams and like doing the work compounds so much faster than compound interest. It's insane. So I ended up 2015 I got photographer of the year out there, and got to work with a lot of people. Like, my last three or 4 years there, we got Tommy Mack at the last award show.
Oh yeah.
He was I got brought into Best in Vancouver from working the different venues and whatnot. They're like, well, do you want to come be a judge with us? So it was awesome because Danny Craig from Default lived like 5 minutes away from me, so we'd take turns. One of us would get hammered one night and drive, and then the other one would get hammered and drive. Yeah, so that was a huge learning experience, and just building me up to, like, you actually can go and do something with your life. You can create a name for yourself, because I think that's the biggest problem. Everybody just tries to stay small, and then the anxiety also, it's what will happen if I get successful.
Yeah.
People don't like the fact that you
fear
actually...
of success is a big...
It's a huge thing, and it's because your body, too, like, just your chemical makeup, your body doesn't want to change that. It's
I'm comfortable here right now, and like,
people get addicted to that. It's the same thing why people get so like depressed, or just there's certain things that it's so hard to beat, because it's not just about in your head. It's just about because your body's so used to this chemical soup that you've been putting out from these stress hormones.
Well, it remembers.
100%.
Your body remembers everything more than your mind.
Yeah,
like, it just remembers everything.
And your body is the thing that holds you back.
If you had a reaction to fear for the last 100 days over something, day 101, probably going to have the same reaction.
No, 100%.
Sure.
Yeah.
You can't control it.
Yeah.
Because it's also, too, it's your subconscious.
Yeah.
Like, that's really what's driving you. And you got to teach that part, which is harder to get to that point.
Well, you're rewiring it.
Oh, you're rewiring everything. You think about it, you're a transmitter. If you're feeling the shits, your cells are feeling the shits. That's why it's so... But... So yeah, that all happened. My ex at that point, she wasn't doing as well in Vancouver meeting friends. It was always like, come out to the shows. Well, I don't know anybody. It's like, well, everybody's asking where you are. They know who you are.
You're never going to know anybody if you don't come out to the shows.
Yeah, so this is kind of like, okay, well, I kind of had my fun there, and it really sucks living in BC, paying BC prices, and then vacationing in Manitoba, because that's where you're.
It's a bit of an opposite take on it.
Yeah, it was kind of backwards. So everything worked out for us with real estate there. So I was like, you know what, let's just come on back. And what I gained from there, just like I say thank you to Souk from Souk Genre Photography for really like getting my skills up, and then everybody in the music scene there, because that's pretty much what it is for me here now. Is I've worked my way to that point, but it wasn't jiving properly. And so when I moved back to, like, I was shooting a lot of real estate back there, but here it's the realtor, the prices weren't the same, so the pay wasn't as well. So I just kind of said, you know what, my gear's getting old. I'm just going to stop this. I'm going to work on renovating this house and just see what other kind of passions I can
see
find.
What pops up. Yeah.
And then fast forward to, just having it all and not being happy with that.
Well, you know, I've been seeing your posts lately on social media, and I loved the one where, like, you know, listen to the universe. It'll speak to you, and it will show you the way, right? It's
crazy. Like, honestly, I think a lot of my close coworkers or just some of my friends, because a lot of it sounds like a lot of woo-woo about the whole.
Yeah, but the gap between woo-woo and reality is just people's execution of it.
100%. Yeah. 100%.
I mean, you know, I've talked to my buddy, and I've mentioned him on here before. He lives in the UK. That's the one I went on a hike with Jacob, me and him.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And so he's had a good job in the UK, and one day he said, you know what, I started meditating, and I just, like, I had to change something because he wasn't good. Yeah. He was always, like, dealing with depression and just dealing with his own thoughts. And then so he started drawing.
There you go.
And he was like, this is, like, he told me, like, his third eye opened up, and he's now, like, he knows what his purpose is. Quit his job. Like, this Friday, he had a very successful showing in a gallery.
That's amazing.
Where people from Australia are looking at it, and, like, worldwide, you know, gallery. And so me and him chatted yesterday, actually, like, for, you know, half an hour or so, and I'm like, dude, I'm so fucking happy for you.
Yeah.
Because, like, you've made it. Like, it's like we talked about that success. Like, okay, well, I want to be rich. Well, you don't have that. But, like, when you reach the point where, like, I'm fucking doing what I love, and I don't worry about, like, how much money I'm making or what, you know, like, you're just overall happy, and, like, the universe is speaking to you that
it's
this
just
is what you're supposed
it's
to
actually
do.
It's genuine fulfillment.
Yeah.
And, like, feeling fulfilled does not mean being rich.
That's
it doesn't
right.
mean being the most successful
and you're
person.
rich in a different way.
Fulfillment has nothing to do with what you own. Fulfillment's everything about your soul and how you feel
100%.
when you do things.
Yeah.
And, like, if you're fulfilled in life, being a garbage man or I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I just use that as an example. But, like, and you go home to your family every day and you're so happy and you love your wife or husband or in kids and whatever, like, you're winning. Like, that's the win.
That's the game.
Those are all the wins.
Yeah.
But I think that's the problem too, like what we talked about with the younger generation now wanting to have all this fame and fortune and whatnot. We're still kind of in that way. It's like, if we're not quite in the place where or have the car that we want to drive, people measure that as success. Yeah. No, success is exactly what we're doing right now. That we're talking about things, that we're helping somebody else out. It's like the amount of stuff that I do just because it's like, oh, hey, like, this artist is in a shit mood. They're going through a dark period. Hey, you know what? Let's shoot a video. It's on me. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Yep.
Just to help build them up again, because that really, like, the way I found it is just staying in a calm, where I'm just calm all the time.
Steady.
And, and then whatever happens, if something makes me feel anxious, okay, what was that?
Well, and the waves aren't as big. If you focus on
they can be bigger though, but it's just trying to keep yourself, or you're not like, I'm happy all the time. You get that toxic happiness.
Yeah,
I've never
just like,
I don't ever have that problem.
Yeah. You're never happy.
That's true.
But just to stay in that point where where you're neutral, you're in the moment, because that's a problem too. Like, depression is the past.
Yeah.
Anxiety is the future.
Yeah.
It's a great way to put it.
The past and the future really don't exist. Only thing that exists is right now.
Yeah.
Like I could have been super anxious thinking like, and that's a problem too with a lot of people with anxiety is they're like, oh my God, like I'm going to go hang out with this person. I got to talk about this.
Yeah.
Or it's just like, they're like, how do you talk to people normally?
Yeah.
It's just, like, well, if you have,
why don't you just do that?
If you can't think of something to say, just how are you doing?
Yeah.
Talk about something.
Ask
hey,
questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck the snow today.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
No, but that's so true because like my daughter's an introvert, and like when we had an international student, they had to go do things with all the other kids, and she's like, "Oh my God, I don't want to go." I'm like, "Why?"
No.
Well, I have to talk to people. I'm like a small conversation. Hey, how was your travel? You know, like they just arrived, so how was your trip? You know, just start with small, just like you would talk to me or like your best friend. You know, like just start with the small little baby steps, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Do the baby steps, and then eventually it will build up, and things will get better, right?
Well, and it's a skill that you have to hone. You have to learn it. Like,
well, it's situational awareness.
How to converse with people, how to read the room, how to
Yeah.
participate in society. You're not born with that. You have to learn that.
Yeah.
You learn that through your environment. You learn that through the people you're around. And
100%.
being pushed to do it, like getting out of your comfort zone, even if it's like one small little thing. Take that step. Take one little tiny step.
Yeah.
Yeah, and how it affects us, like we get to choose really, like we need to, like at least I believe that I always put myself in that mindset where like if I go to like a new setting, I kind of prep a little bit, but like, okay, well, I know I need to do this, and if I do that, then I know I'm gonna come out of it with a good outcome, good thinking, you know, like. But if I start thinking negative thoughts, oh, this is gonna suck. Well, first of all, it's not gonna go well.
You're
gonna feel shitty after.
You're predetermining that it's gonna. You're telling your body it's gonna suck.
Yeah,
your body's gonna react and say, "This sucks."
Yeah, I do believe like you kind of channeling. You want to channel good positive thinking. You know, for yourself or people around you, because if you're feeling shitty, well, people around you will probably feel shitty.
Well, what's the percentage of water we are? Like we're mostly water.
Yeah.
But then we also use electrical signals for everything. So really, technically, we're just antennas.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
if you come in a shit, like, I don't know how many people I've said, like, the reason you're not making friends or having a good time in life is what you're putting out there.
Yeah.
It's people are picking up on it, don't want to have anything to do with it.
Yeah.
So you need 100%. To switch that and get out of the victim mindset and that everybody is making your life horrible when no, it's actually yourself.
Yeah, you're holding yourself back. Up. You got limited beliefs about what your life should be, and like it's not working.
Yeah.
Change it.
And the thing too is so many people think just because they see it in their head, they don't even know like the unlimited possibilities they could have happen. They're just so stuck on these couple little things. Like one thing I was Googling yesterday, because I couldn't remember what the percentage is, but like what you actually see with your eyes.
Okay.
Like what your eye actually sees versus what your brain does with it. It's something like 1% of what you actually see with your eyes, you actually see. And that's one thing I really like with photography is because it forces you to get past that brain barrier. You've always seen those, like where there's a bunch of squares and it's like try to focus on the circle.
Yeah.
And the circles always go away. Well, that's just screwing with how your brain processes your vision.
Yeah.
So one thing I always say for people that are like really like they're not doing well in life, just mentally and whatnot, it's like just get a camera or just anything. Get out there and start looking around because so many people are just so like focused on traffic, gas prices, low bank account that they're not actually looking around at everything else that's amazing. And like I say, like the gratitude mindset. One thing that changed your life so much is just be grateful for every green light that you hit as you're going through. And it's amazing how once you get once you get used to just being grateful for every little thing.
That's a really great piece of advice.
It's changed my life. I always say for people with Canada Post that have been getting down on things, it's like at the end of your route, just really feel grateful and happy that you didn't get hurt. It was a good day.
Yeah.
The weather's great. There's three other things that you're grateful for. And watch how traffic kind of goes away. There's no trains. You're not getting stuck. But once you get into that loop, then it's easier to say, oh, well, this didn't happen the way that I wanted it to. But there's this way.
But what did happen?
Exactly.
Yeah. Did something good come of that?
Yeah.
The other week, actually, just stupid example, but I'm driving with my daughter and like trying to get her to my in-laws, which live really close to Tommy's place. And we got stuck at a train.
Yeah.
Most people hate getting stuck at trains. I love it because I used to.
Why?
I used to be a graffiti artist forever ago.
Oh, there we go. You like the art aspect of it,
and my daughter does too. And so I'm like, fuck, a train. And then I took like just in the same, almost without breathing in between, I just said, oh well, let's chat about the graffiti that goes by.
Perfect.
And her and I ended up with this like 10-minute
conversation.
This 10-minute like art exhibit that we weren't expecting.
Yeah.
And like we had this great conversation. I told her some stories about my days doing that I probably shouldn't, but like
hey,
cautionary tales maybe.
It's bonding.
Yeah, it's bonding. And we had this great conversation, and then like the whole ride after that we were talking about it, and like it created just such a great bonding interaction moment with my daughter.
Versus you could have just been sitting there.
I could have just been sitting there mad about the fucking
counting
train.
the fuck.
And that's exactly to my
55.
point. Is it's once you use the things that you think are holding you back or screwing things up, you got to look to see, because there's always going to be something to the side that's going to be like, oh wait, oh shit, I didn't even realize this.
Well, are they barriers or are they opportunities?
They're opportunities.
And it's not. None of us choose the opportunity over the barrier 100% of the time.
Well,
but I think
it's easier to.
But I think what we're talking about is like try.
Yeah.
Just try.
Yeah.
Well,
that's all you actually have to do.
It's the same thing too that a lot of people have problems with, is like once you start to like make progress and you start to have success in your life, is how people all of a sudden fall off, or all of a sudden people just there's a change.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't get that, and I think that's why a lot of people fall back too, is because as soon as the path is things are going to fall off that are not meant for you. People can't stick with you on levels going up and whatnot. So that's all part where a lot of people will be like, oh my God, my friends aren't the same anymore. All right, I'm just going to go back to being comfortable.
Yeah.
It's, what does Alex Hormozy say? He says, this is hard. This is what hard feels like. And that's okay. And I completely agree with that, because anybody that tries to do anything great, it's going to be hard. Like
it should. It's supposed to be.
If it was easy, then everybody would be doing it.
Like you said with your stereo that you saved up for, that we all did for. If you don't do that, if you just get a stereo given to you, you don't give a shit about it.
No, it means nothing.
Yeah.
100%.
Hard's good.
Yeah.
No, hard is great.
Yeah.
Because putting up multiple videos, like was it a week ago, I had 2 come out. That's not easy.
Yeah.
Like music videos, is that what do you shoot a lot of? What do you like to shoot, and what do you shoot?
I guess I've been shooting music videos mostly. I'd love to get more into commercial stuff for like documentary stuff, but right now just don't have the time for it. And music videos, it helps the community. It's fun. Chris has been getting into it. She went and bought a really nice camera. She's been doing amazing. I'm so proud of her, just how much she's like leveled up everything in the last year. But
she's fucking amazing. That like I met Chris, I want to say a couple of years ago or so, and I know her and I chatted a little bit, and she was saying that I really like doing this. I want to get into it.
Your partner,
yes,
just to establish. Sorry,
yes. Okay. Oh yeah, sorry. And but just when I saw you guys at the Loud Music Awards, it was just I think before that where she or you made a post like that. I got the camera and now like And she was so happy. She was so
she's
pumped.
loving it. Yeah.
And I can just see that you guys are working well together too, like behind the scenes of the music videos. And so I'm just super pumped. Like,
thank you.
Everything.
I just got to get her into editing now, so I can have that. That's a killer thing. It's always the edits.
Well, it's like with anything, with recording, even just photography, taking the photos is probably it's also hard, but like that's the easy part of photography. Yeah,
if you do a good job at the first part, the second part's easy.
For sure. Yeah,
if you fuck up the first part,
second part's way harder.
I don't know how many people I've had that have been like, so we went for a cheap wedding photographer and it's been like 6 months and we still haven't seen anything. I'm like, did you sign a contract? I'm like, no. Like, hopefully you didn't pay too much because they probably fucked that all which is also why too, when people are just like, oh, like I'm feeling like I had booked for a wedding, it's like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Unless you have like a backup camera, backup everything is gonna go wrong. And it's not just like, oh wait, okay, you guys got to go back. Can you kiss the bride again? Sorry, my battery died or I ran out of memory.
My sister-in-law did wedding photography with she learned from one of the best most popular wedding photographer in Winnipeg, and like she did it for years and got very good at it. And it did really well for her. Now she just kind of does it when she wants to, but like
only for like friends and family. Like, they really matter.
She picks and chooses the ones she wants to do, but because she was in that game for a long time, and like her and I don't remember his name anymore, but that's what she did.
Yeah.
Like it was shoot all weekend and then edits and album design and blah, blah, blah after that. And it's just like, you're also dealing with the biggest moment in their life at the time.
Yeah.
And when you're there,
you mean bridezillas?
Oh, totally.
It's the biggest moment of their life, and they see you there. It's like, fuck, I wouldn't want to.
It also kind of dulls you to love and whatnot, because like I remember even like
I would think
like it's you see the mother and the daughter. I won't even say what I've heard one of them call each other, but and then all of a sudden it's like click, and it's like, oh, now we're in the church. Everybody's all happy,
everything's happy.
Yeah, I don't know.
But so like you do music videos, it must be a little bit different, like compared to like a wedding, let's say, because like
it's easy,
these
a lot
artists,
easier.
They want
it's creativity.
Yeah.
And that, like they'll listen to you, like, because you obviously you're not only the guy that knows how to handle the camera, but you're also that visual guy where like the band comes to you like, hey, this is what we're thinking, and you're like, okay, like this is how we're gonna get it, how we're going to achieve.
Yeah.
And so when you tell them like, hey, try doing this or that, then they'll probably listen because they really want that to come out perfectly.
They're pretty good on that. I find a lot of times I won't directly tell them what to do.
Yeah.
I'll kind of lead them
Yeah.
to water.
That's the job.
Well, the same thing with photography and whatnot. Like you gotta be so like, see how people read the room, see how people are feeling. If they got like a weird fidgety hand or they're doing something, it's not like, okay, can you like straighten out your fingers, because then all of a sudden they're gonna be like this
tense and
it's like, hey, can you just like put your hand in your pocket? And it's okay to change it and just get them comfortable, their nervous system regulated with that. So my biggest thing with music videos is they come to me with some crazy idea. And it's like, you guys can't fucking afford that.
Yeah,
we can't.
Everything's possible, but that's not in the budget.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When I did my first video, the director got a grant.
Yeah.
And so he decided.
Yeah.
So we sent him the song we wanted to use.
Yeah.
And then he did everything.
That's awesome.
And we actually had no input or idea going into it.
How did you feel about the end product?
I loved it. It was great. There's things about it I don't love, but that's fine. It's not my vision. It was actually his.
Yeah.
It was his interpretation and vision based on what the song said to him.
That's fair.
That's why I did that.
Yeah.
Like, that's the point of writing a song, is like you're trying to reach more than just yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And so we showed up on set the morning of, and I had no idea what we were doing. No clue what the video was going to be. I didn't see any like script or storyboard or anything. It was just like,
that's awesome.
I'm just showing up, I'm going to do what I'm told, and this is his vision, and I'm very curious to see what he wanted this to be. And it was cool. It was a cool experience.
And it worked out. That's good.
It was a super cool experience. It was an awful fucking day and for me, and it was the best.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a good experience.
I fucking hated it while we were doing it. But man, was I fucking happy afterwards.
See, I try not to bring like the film aspect into things where you're doing 20 takes of the same stupid bullshit.
Well, and he was shooting on some camera he wanted to shoot on that could only do 15 seconds at a time, and it was one of those guys.
Yeah. No, I understand right away.
Well, we were in Montreal. It was in this apartment, and he had a camera he wanted to use for most of it, but it was like, I think it was 10 or 15, maybe. I don't even think it was 30 seconds.
All right, guys, I've got this thing that's really hard to use. You're going to hate it, but you're going to love what's going to happen with it.
I was like, I'm on board. Whatever you want to do, man. Like, cool. We'll shoot in 10-second increments. I don't give a fuck. Like, doesn't matter. It sounds fun.
Oh, that'd be a pain in the ass. Yeah.
So obviously, like this job, let's call it job, but it's your hobby. It does have like the ups and downs, but like your day job, like I remember you telling me that you absolutely love because you were outside and you're walking around.
It gives me exercise to get to talk to people,
right?
Yeah.
So like you have like a really good combo that even if you have a hard day like shooting a video or editing or anything, well, you still have that part of your day that you still need to do, but like it's giving you energy.
In the summertime, it's so much easier. Once the weather's nice and whatnot, everything's a little bit lighter.
In wintertime,
it's quick days.
I'm sure you've gotten used to it where like you still don't love it as much.
You never really get used to it.
No.
But I will take minus 40 in sun in Winnipeg versus plus 2 in pouring rain in Vancouver.
Right?
Any day.
100%.
Oh, that was so bad for mental health. Like I remember we ended up getting into going to tanning beds just to get the chill out.
Yeah.
Like we came back for a visit about 2 months after we moved out there. Everybody's like, how is it? It's like it just rains. I haven't seen the sun. It's just miserable. Yeah. And they're like, you got a pretty fucking awesome tan.
Yeah, because I go to tanning beds so I don't kill myself. Like, well, the weather has the same. Oh my God, like, you have a huge mental reaction to the weather.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Like, I can wake up here. And
mine's less dramatic, but yours is
cloudy outside. Because like I react really
you have a very sensitive reaction to that.
Yeah, I guess that's that pressure in the air or whatever.
It's a lot of things, but
just everything. Yeah. Even just the colors. If it's like this, you get less colors.
But I love Winnipeg winters, and like a lot of people think I'm fucking crazy. But
they're so sunny.
Same thing. Europe is very gloomy, right? Yeah. So like, playing sponge hockey on a Wednesday by the river and by the fire, it could be minus 35.
Yeah.
Well, we got the cooler, keep our beers warm, and we have a fire going, like, hey, there's nothing wrong with it. Bundle up, and that's it.
That's the thing, too, though. I get people that it's be like plus 35 out. They're like, hey, Posties, like, what do you think? Plus 35 or minus 35? I'm like, minus 35 every day of the week, because if I'm cold, I can just...
I'll take that over plus 35.
You can bundle up and everything, like
25, I'm not making the same decision, but 35, I'm making that one.
Anything over plus 30, we don't need it.
And again, I love a nice plus 35 weather when I'm at the beach,
drinking
beer, for sure.
How often is that, though?
Yeah, I have to work, and then it's like, I don't want to.
I'm going to be in plus 25 tomorrow.
Well, fuck,
that should be nice. Yeah, that's perfect. If I live in a place that's plus 24 year round,
Hawaii. I think Hawaii is the only place.
I love Hawaii.
Yeah,
I've never been.
But they also get rain there too.
Yeah, a little bit
every day for 1 hour at the same time.
Yeah.
So
it's like Florida.
It's like the futuristic movies where it's like, oh yeah, all right, yeah.
Oh, the rain's coming for an hour.
No, what was that shift for you? When was there like something significant where you shifted from like, okay, I'm struggling, I need to do something, to like where now you're like, hey, fuck, everything's great? Like, was there anything significant, or it just happened over the time?
It happened over time. I think the biggest thing is just make sure you keep the promises to yourself that you keep, or you need to keep those. Like, you can make promises to other people, but if you don't keep promises to yourself, you're probably going to let a lot of other people down. Little things like you can telling yourself you're going to do something every day, you make sure you do it. Mm-hmm. I think that's one of the biggest things to get you locked into starting to go up onto the what would you call it? I forget what the name of the curve is, where it's nothing, and then boom, it just goes up. But keeping promises to yourself is the number one thing. I think like where my career took off was a lot of times with photographers, you get pictures taken and then you don't hear from them for a long time. So my little thing to get my ass into gear, and also to get rid of the anxiety, because if you're waiting, you're just like, okay, what if they're horrible? It'd just be boom, I get home, I upload them, boom, here's your proofs. My rule was proofs in 24 hours, and that was done. So that was keeping promises to myself and not just being so lenient. And then I would say just, really look into the gratitude mindset and just like quantum manifestation. It is, a lot of people are like, oh, that's blah, 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 it's woo-woo.
No, it's real.
And it's like, well, how many times have you has something that's been on your head or your mind, and then you say, I knew this would happen? How often do you hear that?
Yeah.
That's quantum manifestation.
Yeah.
You're doing it. You're putting it out of there, and it's coming back to you. So I would say the biggest thing is just be grateful for every day, because I would say gratitude is probably the biggest thing. That is one thing I learned with my mom's passing.
Yeah.
It's also just being honest with people. Like, I remember the last night that my mom was like with it. It was, I made it about Festivus. It's like, it's time to air our grievances.
Yeah.
And I remember her going like, my dad kind of looks at me stern, and she's like, why are we doing this? I'm like, 'cause Mom, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You've been fading.
Yeah.
What have I done that's pissed you off? And here's what you've done that's pissed me off. And at the end of this conversation, we're going to be okay with this, because when you do pass,
there's so much peace.
We're good. Yeah. It was a celebration. Like, I remember at her funeral, one of my sister's godfather was like, I really wish she was still with us. And I'm like, dude, no. Like, it was like, I wish it would have came sooner. Like, I didn't want to see suffering anymore. But that's the whole thing. It's just not, everybody's just grasping so hard onto life, when people just kind of need to let go and let the flow. That's what I would say. It is. Great. Keep your promises. Be straight up, people. Tell people you love them. Tell people how you feel. Be true to yourself. And
good karma will turn around, and it'll start, good things start happening too.
100%.
I mean, again, like, you know, you went through like tough times, and here you are, seeing you happy. I'm very happy for you.
Thank you.
Too.
Appreciate that.
It's awesome, man.
And
Thank
I
you.
hope everything works out going forward too for you.
That's gonna be great.
And you reach, you know, keep reaching higher and higher, and
Appreciate that.
get those goals done. Hopefully we can get to see you on the 29th. I know you said you are doing some work, but
We got a music video shoot that day, but yeah, I'll try to drop by.
Come by after, whatever.
beer.
So November 29th, it's going to be at the pregame sports bar and lounge. We're going to watch the Jets game. We're going to grow the mustaches, and by then it should be bigger. So, you know, Travis, you can grow it out still.
I could. I don't know.
Time, yeah.
Just show you a picture when I moved back, when I didn't have to be professional anymore. I grew everything out. I don't even look like myself. Everybody's like, yeah, Serge Turkin.
And then hopefully you'll see Tim with a nice dirty mustache as well. He was lazy to.
I'll for sure look like a dirty pedophile.
But yeah, again, November 29th at the pregame in Winnipeg.
It just doesn't grow fast.
No.
So like a month of this, like it's just gonna be creepy. I love it. I'm excited about it.
I'm a
though.
caterpillar guy where it's just like poof,
yeah.
and the rest of
yeah.
it's just all patchy.
Gotcha.
And it's like,
yeah.
So yeah, it's coming in slowly.
I want to shout out a few people.
Yep.
Precision Woodpeckers, who made this unbelievable sign for us.
Nice.
It's so beautiful.
That is.
Man, that guy does a good job. And he does all kinds of stuff, custom shit. Like, he does anything.
Yeah.
If you have an idea, take it to him. Premier Printing.
Yep. Thank you very much for doing some print work for us.
They do print work for us. They do print work for me and my business I work for now. They do all kinds of stuff. Pregame, Speed World, Odin's Eye Tattoo. We've got like all these people who just stand behind what we do.
They love.
We're not getting money from all of them. We just love them. So it's great.
They're supporting our podcast, and they're doing a little promotion for us by having the posters up in their businesses. So
that's awesome.
Just give them
anything.
And thank you guys for doing
like,
this too, because it's a conversation that needs to be happening.
Yeah, it is. And
it's not talked about enough for sure.
Yeah. And, if I want to highlight one thing from having you here, it's use the term woo-woo. And like my wife, what she does for a career is very woo-woo by a lot of people's standards.
Yeah.
But I've seen so much reality and value in some of those statements and those concepts. Like she's a medium and a tarot reader.
Okay, yeah.
And so like that's what she's a witch. Like that's what she does.
Yeah.
She lives in that world, and like I know what that does when you embrace it and when you just focus a little more and when you think about things and when you manifest and like I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I really truly get what you're saying. And if it sounds stupid, I dare you to try it.
Yeah, look into Joe Dispenza, Dr. Joe Dispenza.
Prove
what
me
he
wrong.
talks
Like I
about.
dare you to prove this wrong because it works.
It works.
Yeah.
And nobody's saying it's only $19.95 a month to get into it.
No, you can just do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's the biggest thing.
Yeah. It doesn't cost shit. Just do it.
Just be happy, be grateful.
And I dare you to try it very sincerely because it actually works. Yeah.
And Trav, I just want you to, in this camera here, tell people where they can find you if they're looking for any work. This is a little promotion for you and your business.
Okay. Well, you can find me at Trav Media 204 on Instagram, or just Trav Anema, ANEMA on Facebook. I don't have a website. It's funny, I don't have business cards. Everybody's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm drowning as it is.
Yeah.
I don't need to have any more of that shit.
Yeah.
For sure, yeah, absolutely. But Instagram. I mean, that's how you can showcase your
100%.
work.
I never really used it before either because, I was doing work for other people's Instagram. So
Can we attach one of your videos or something to the end of this episode?
100%. Love that.
We'll definitely
So that it plays at the end?
Yeah, we'll link it with YouTube, and then we'll
Sounds
also
great.
put some links there. As a
Awesome.
thank you, we have a show mug,
That's awesome.
Yeah, you
I
got a
love
show
it.
mug now.
Awesome.
coffee, tea,
Part of the team.
whiskey.
You're part of the
tastes
team
good
now.
for it. Yeah.
Thanks so much for having me on, guys.
Thank
It
you
was
so
good
much,
to
man.
sit down.
I hope you can come back sometime.
I'd love
I would
to.
love to
I'd love
continue
to.
this conversation.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank
Let's do
you.
it.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
See you guys.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of the Quiet Riot Show. We want to give a big shout out to our sponsors for making this show possible. And of course, thank you, our amazing listeners, for your support. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. We're at Quiet Riot Show on all platforms. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, where you can watch full episodes of the podcast. If you're enjoying the show, please rate and review us wherever you're listening. It really helps us grow and reach more listeners like you. We'd also love to hear from you. Have questions, suggestions, or thoughts about the show? Drop us an email at quietriotshow@gmail.com. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next time on The Quiet Riot Show.